Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to, I believe, the first fight night after the final countdown pay-per-view and everything that went on there on that craziness. Welcome back to the night that I've been dreading, and that is the night where I have to apologize. But I will leave that until the end of the show because I cannot be asked to do that, quite frankly. But I guess we're going to have to get there anyway. We are kicking things off tonight with the 2018 Women's Battle Royal winner, Violet, who of course needs all the preparation time that she can muster because she will be taking on the two-time Fight Night Women's the two-time Fight Night Women's Champion, Laura Stables at Insomnia, and what will be her first title attempt since the Women's Battle Royal when the entire women's division debuted. A huge, huge chance for Violet. She had to overcome a lot, and one of those, of course, including Brooke Danger, who was the surprise guest. We know Brooke Danger has a lot of problems with Violet going to Insomnia over her. But for Violet, this is her chance to prove it. Like Peter Bolton, she has to prove that she is ready for the big stage of Insomnia. Of course, Bolton more so, and that's exactly why Bolton had to walk out the winner against King Sam, and that's exactly what he did. He managed to pull it off, and the Ace did that. And now tonight, we get to see the Ace again in action in a preview of the main event of Insomnia. That's right, tonight, Peter Bolton and Max Danger will collide one-on-one in a non-title match as a preview for what to expect at the main event of Insomnia. Out next, Isabella Vega. And I'll tell you what, now that we're coming close to the end of Season 1 will be ending next week. Can you believe it? In real life time, of course, in the Universe Mode time, that is 4 weeks away. But for Season number 1, she's had an okay Season number 1, Isabella Vega. Women's division, it's been really hard to stand out in because unless you're the champion or you've been facing for the Women's Championship, it has been really tough to stand out. But Isabella Vega has always found a way to stand up on top, even without the Women's Championship, which she has come painfully close to on several occasions. But now for Isabella Vega, tonight she gets a chance to prove herself in what could be her final match for Season number 1. And she's coming straight out the gate here with a wheelbarrow. Oh, and it turns into an arm drag. Very clever work there. And Violet can't afford to let Isabella Vega get off to a fast start. We know what she's capable of. We know how powerful she can really be. She's a fantastic submissionist as well. For Violet, she hasn't really shown a lot of what she has to offer. She showed brilliant work in the Battle Royal. I believe she eliminated half of the actual Rumble itself. Battle Royal itself, excuse me. Or I may be mistaken and that was actually Brooke Danger. I'm not too sure. But for Violet, oh, look at that. It's just a cheap slap there. For Violet, this is her big opportunity on the biggest stage of them all. She'll be taking on Laura Stables at Insomnia. Look at this. She's hyped up now. She's hyping up the crowd who want to get behind her because a lot of people don't want to see Laura Stables still as champion. Laura Stables, despite claiming that she's half good, half bad, lately she's just been seeming all bad, especially getting closer and closer to Insomnia time. But I guess that's because she wants to end Season 1 as champion. She has been the Fight Night Women's Champion for a very long time now, and I think it would be a terrible shit. Oh, look at this. Vega was trying to wrap this one up early, but now saying that she isn't done with her yet. Violet not going to let her get away, though. She managed to come up with a counter. What a beautiful leg sweep there by Violet. And so for Laura Stables, who has dominated the Fight Night Women's division, it's going to be a tough ask for Violet to try and provide a counter for it. But she's going to have to find something. It's just a matter of whether or not Violet has anything to offer when bringing it to the table. And now she's got to show this. She's got to show here tonight and for the next couple of weeks that she really is capable of pulling off something spectacular. Oh, look at this big scoop up here. Is she going to be able to deliver something? Just a drop off the ropes. Simple and effective there from Isabella Vega, who's going to spend time in the corner taunting. For Isabella Vega, like I say, she may not have been the Fight Night Women's Champion for Season number 1, but she's found a way always to keep herself relevant. And a choking STO there to Violet. And for Violet, she's had the opposite problem. She just can't get herself wins to get herself the momentum. But she managed to pull off 3 big wins in a row, which led to one of them being the Battle Royal win, where she now obviously booked her place at Insomnia. Did you see the fall down from that kick? And a beautiful splash from the middle rope there from Isabella Vega. Still can only pull off a 1. Of course, you know that the women's champion Laura Stables, who hasn't had much in-ring time as of late other than when defending her championships, she'll be watching on with a keen eye here to see how Violet does. because these two will collide. And I can tell you it's going to be a war. Both women's divisions already have their Insomnia matches sorted. And I just can't wait to see either of them. Will Violet be able to capture her first championship on her first opportunity at it? The opportunity that she's been waiting desperately for. Or will Laura Stables do what she has done all year and remain the dominant Fight Night Women's Champion? And Violet getting some momentum in this one, but Isabella Vega never one to go down easy. The champ found that out the hard way, of course. Remembering, of course, in the triple threat match, she had to pin the other competitor to get rid of Vega. Look at this. Trying to use the ropes, whatever's necessary. Violet asking why. And Vega making it very clear she'll do whatever it takes to walk out the winner. And that's exactly what Violet's going to have to do, because you know Stables will do the same. Stables will go to any length necessary to walk out the winner. So it's important tonight that she can prove that she's up for the task of this. Big super kick in the corner. And she's not done with just one. We've seen this before. There's a second. And one more for good measure. Beautiful super kick barrage in the corner. And now trying to work away on her. We know she has that vicious submission hold there, Violet. It's just a matter of whether or not now she can capitalize on it. Oh dear, speaking of submissions, one of the most lethal submissions in the women's division. Last chancery. Last chancery. Oh, but I think she hooked the rope. I think she hooks the rope with her leg. And she just about survives. Very nice ring awareness there from Violet. And that last chancery is so lethal, and it has proved to be all throughout this series. And now look at this. Continuing about the offense. She's in control again all of a sudden. Right as Violet looked like she was ready to put this one away. And now in serious jeopardy. Into the cover. Off the double knees. Violet thinks... Violet could be done for here. Is this over? No! Oh my god. That's about as close to a 3 as you're ever going to see. And Isabella Vega taunting. She's been in control for the majority. Violet, it looked like for a moment, was ready to put that away. And then all of a sudden, Isabella Vega just comes out of nowhere with a last chancery to soften her up. And then a massive gutbuster. Oh, look at that. Violet, though, catches her, hooks the legs. Now what's she going for? Boston Crab! Boston Crab, and this proved to be really effective the other night. But look at this. Oh, no, it just couldn't do it. Trying to get it done via submission. We figured this would be an intense submission battle between the two. Into the cover again goes Isabella Vega. And she gets a 2 count again. And, of course, we know that Laura Stables has her own unique submission hold as well. With that behind submission as well, the choke hold. It's just a matter of who will be able to lock in the submission that will get the trick done. Violet going to demonstrate hers for us now. Is she going to be able to lock it in? No, she's not. Look at this. What's a counter by Vega? Vega with the counter. And now Vega might capitalize. Looking for the last chancer in the middle of the ring. She locks this in. It's all over. Lost chancery again. Nowhere to go. And surely Violet's going to tap. Oh my god. She's holding in there still though. Refusing to give in to the last chancery. Look at the willpower here from Violet. And no one has ever broken out cleanly from Isabella Vega's last chancery. But yet, Violet has done it right here. And now look at this, Vega. She's panicking now, going for desperate measures. Whatever needs to be done. What a splash from the top rope. And watch the extension at the top. Beautiful move by Isabella Vega. And with the offense that she's showing tonight, it's hard to believe that she didn't win the championship in the past. Into the cover. And still she can't get it done. Still, Violet kicks out. What a display of resilience she is showing here tonight. Vega doing absolutely anything that she can think of to get this job done. But look at Violet just constantly finding a way to get the shoulder up. And continuing to fight on in this match. Will went for the leg drop. Well sidestepped by Violet. And now Violet grabs her by the throat. Crowd's going nuts as they see what a fight she is putting on here. And now Violet in the corner. What's she thinking? Lining up for a super kick. Max Danger style as well. Super kick. She gets her in the jaw. What a fantastic match this has been to start the first fight night after the final countdown. When what was a crazy pay-per-view. This build-up to Insomnia is heating, and you can already see it. And this is just the first match of the contest. Violet now doing some groundwork, just trying to keep her in a good position. And she's now ready to do this. What's she got in store for us? What can she deliver? Big kick to the gut. There it is. There's the Dragon Sleeper. Is that a rope break, though? Yes, it is. The referee forces the break. Poor ring awareness there after showing some good ring awareness earlier. And now Vega has another chance in this one. The Dragon Sleeper that won, of course, Violet the chance to be in this one. Oh, great catch. Great catch. And just safely drops her off that top rope. Beautiful work there by Vega. And now into the cover. She thinks that might be enough there off the rope stun. It's been enough in the past. But somehow Violet's still going. What a contest. This has been. These two women are giving everything that they can in this matchup. And I think this match more than ever is proving that Violet is ready for Laura Stables, but she has to walk away with the win. She can put up a fight all she wants, but if the important thing in matches like this is that you do walk out the winner. But right now, Vega just being so dominant in that ring. And now playing to the crowd not appreciative of her efforts, to say the least. Into the cover again, just doing anything she can to get rid of Violet, but somehow Violet keeps going. And now turned her over again. Violet needs desperately to stay in control. She earned it back, and then she lost it again. She needs to keep momentum. Try and lock in the Dragon Sleeper away from the corner. She might be able to score the victory in this one. And now bringing her back to her feet, to the corner, maybe looking for another super kick barrage. No, well escaped there by Vega, and now Vega looking to capitalize. Oh, well flipped out there by, well escaped there by Violet to avoid the slam. Very nicely done. And these two jockeying back and forth here, trying to get the upper hand on each other. Huge elbow, big strike from behind, and now look at this, suplex. This has been a war to start off Friday Fight Night, and this really is getting heated. Isabella Vega putting on everything she can for her final match of season number 1. Into the cover as Violet done enough to keep her down. Sharp 2-count kick out there by Isabella Vega. And now look at this, looking for the Dragon Sleeper. Still might be too close to the ropes though. Is she going to pull her away? She does! She angles her perfectly! Welsh, the Dragon Sleeper! Dragon Sleeper again! Almost said the Welsh Dragon Sleeper, but it's not! Big tap out win, and Violet gets the job done. Huge must need win for Violet. She had to show that she was ready to become the Fight Night Women's Champion, and I think more than ever she demonstrated that here tonight. Not one but two last chancery escapes, one without even the need of a rope break. What an impressive display by Violet. These two put on a war, and Isabella Vega has nothing to be ashamed of. What a way to end her season 1. But unfortunately, Violet still gets it. Oh, look at this. Brooke Danger still not happy about how things went down. And the former UFC Women's Champion taking out her frustrations on the Royal Rumble. Winner. She wanted to be the one. She wanted to go to face the Insomnia. That's why she came back. But Violet has got in her way and didn't let her do it. And now these two women battling in the ring. Brooke Danger just trying to prove that she should be the one to take her on. But Violet is looking unstoppable tonight. But Brooke Danger, she came here to fight and she's ready. She knew that she'd be firing back. Has her trapped in the corner again. But look at this, Violet not letting her go. Oh, went for the Dragon Sleeper. Couldn't do it. And now look at this. Oh, a submission locked in on her own and she's tapping out. Brooke Danger, but look at this, she's still not done. She's already tapped, but she's still not done. Brooke Danger sending a strong message to the rest, to both Laura Stables and to Violet. Don't mess with Brooke Danger. Look at that kick. She even leaned into it. Beautiful connection on the roundhouse kick. And Brooke Danger said she isn't gonna just let this die. She wants to find her way to Insomnia. But how? It might be too little too late. I guess we'll have to see how things progress. Let's move on down the rest of the card. Next up tonight, a match that is going to make you, me, and particularly the champion very happy. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Big Willie is once again issuing open challenges, and it is to our understanding that Big Willie will be opening up open challenges all the way to Insomnia. And that's what we love to see. This man never shy to put that title on the line. The longest reign in WIW history, and he is this is on his second reign as well. The combined title reigns exceeding expectations, and of course, come High Voltage in Season 2, this man would have held that title for 5 days short of 365, so 360 days as champion next High Voltage in his combined reign length. But I believe before this match gets underway, Big Willie has a few words for all of us, so let's hear what the Scotsman has to say. My name is Big Willie, and I got a big announcement to make. At Insomnia, I'll be doing an open challenge again. But this time, it'll be the biggest open challenge I like to call the Big Willie Big Invitational. Anybody is welcome in this match, and I mean anybody. So, at Insomnia, why don't you come down to the ring, take off your trousers, and get this Willie. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is what Big Willie will be getting up to at Insomnia. He will be issuing what he is calling the Big Willie Big Invitational. We'll have to wait and see how that goes, but look who his opponent is tonight. And Big Willie mentioned that it was only fair that the man who gets the first opportunity was the man who beat him for a third time in his career. It is Soulman Akira. And Soulman Akira has had one attempt at Big Willie's championship, and unfortunately for him, he lost it. But so far, he has never lost to Big Willie in singles action. Soulman Akira has the most impressive record against the big man that anyone has ever seen, but he has to do it again now that the title was on the line. He can't bluster under the pressure, even though we know how much Big Willie can gain in, how much Big Willie can be better in title opportunities. Remember, one-on-one title action, Big Willie has never lost the championship. He's only ever lost the championship once in his entire reign as television championship, and that was JW Cashman in the triple threat, and he didn't even get involved in that decision. So tonight, Soulman Akira with a huge opportunity at hand. Well, here we go. Television championship back on the line, and look at this, Big Willie starting the game off strong. Not going to waste any time here on the little man, Soulman Akira, who has been a fantastic asset for season number 1, just never got his hands on the championship. Tonight, his final opportunity, and look at Big Willie starting off strong because he knows how much of a momentum that he can ride off here, Soulman Akira. Such a fantastic fighter, and he's proven Big Willie's toughest problem for a long time. Oh God, or maybe not tonight though. Maybe tonight was just not his night. Running powerbomb, but it's a rope break. Soulman Akira given a lifeline there as Big Willie makes the mistake of bridging into the cover. Well, it looks like Soulman Akira might have bitten off more than he can chew here. Clearly, Big Willie came prepared for this match. He knew that this would be a tough challenge, especially after last time, and he is making a demonstration. This is the first time that he's done an open challenge in 2 months, and can't you tell he's enjoying himself? Big Willie with an early strong start here, and just making light work of the man who's beaten him 3 times so far in this series. But I don't know what it is. It's just when Big Willie's in a title match, he can't ever seem to do anything wrong. He's unstoppable in title matches, and Soulman Akira once again falling victim in his second attempt at the title. I'm so sorry for Soulman Akira, but it looks like your season 1 is over. Off that rope into the cover, count to 100. Big Willie retains again. And that is the Big Willie that we know and we love. When that title is on the line, there is nothing that that man can't do. 2 massive running power bombs. And Big Willie giving us a taster of what he expects to happen. Look at that. That bounce off the rope gave him all the momentum needed to push him back and prevent it from being rope break. Big Willie retains once again, almost effortless for this man when the title is on the line and he dances his way through the victory again. Big Willie, the television champion still, and he's got 3 more weeks of open challenges to put on for us. This man is just unstoppable, but the question is, who will be able to answer the call at the Big Willie's Big Invitational for the television championship at Insomnia? Well, there's plenty of mystery and awe surrounding this man, but Big Willie once again gets the job done here tonight. And can he carry that momentum into Insomnia? And who will answer the call? So many questions, we'll have to find out soon though. Let's move on down the rest of the card. Dormus, the new fragrance by Dormus. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Darren Jacobs, and before the break we saw Dino D make his way down to the ring to face... Oh god, look! Well, that was who he's supposed to be facing, but it looks like John Cutter, who temporarily has his contract reinstated, has other ideas, and look at these two, ready to collide here. Look at this! John Cutter going straight for Dino D. And now these two trading fists in the middle of the ring. So much hostility between these two, pushing the referee off. Oh, and the big strike. And these two can't seem to stay away from each other. So much anger and aggression. Oh, wait a minute. Look at this. Dino's leaving. He wants nothing to do with it. Oh, wait, no, it was a trick. Turns instantly back around to land the drop kick. And I knew that he wouldn't walk away from this. John Cutter has been a pain in his side for so long, and it's no surprise to see these two battling like this. William Hale was supposed to be his opponent tonight. And look at this, John Cutter says he's not done with him. He tosses him back in the ring. The referee desperately trying to get some help, trying to stop this from happening. But you can't separate these two when they get involved with each other. Nothing's going to get in their way. Military press! Spine buster! And he's not done with the military press just yet. John Cutter, no thanks for keeping him on the card though. Because look at this. Once again, destroying Dino D. And I think Dino D might be regretting his decision to call him out at Insomnia. Because John Cutter is an angry monster who will stop at nothing until Dino D is completely obliterated. Well, these two will collide at Insomnia. But the question is, will Dino D find a way, like he did at the start of all this, to conquer John Cutter? Or has John Cutter just done too much damage to keep Dino D from scoring the win? We'll have to find out soon. But it's time to move on down the rest of the card. But I'm excited for this match. Next up tonight, some tag team action. And I tell you what, things need to slow down here tonight, because I really don't want to have to come out and make that announcement later on tonight. But we do have some tag team action, and more specifically some tag team action from the tag team champions. And of course, you know who they are. They have been champions for so long, pretty much the whole year. These two have held the tag team titles, bar just 5 days. Coming down to the ring with King Sam and Alex, the entire of the Wolfpack out together for the very first time. God knows why it says with Alex Wilson, but c'est la vie. Tonight, the Wolfpack coming out. King Sam been surprisingly quiet here tonight. Not come out and said anything, not done anything. But for the first time, he leads these two down to the ring for quite some time. And Alex is with them as well. The whole Wolfpack family out here tonight as David and Steve collide. Remember, David and Steve were called out for a title unification match by Darmus and Black Jesus, the Mayhem Tag Team Champions. Will the Fight Night Tag Team Championship challenge be answered? I guess we'll have to find out. But what a match. I can't think of a bigger match to cap off a bigger year for the Wolfpack. It truly has been the year of the Wolfpack. They have been tag champions, both brand world champions. They have done it all in such a short space of time. And their leader, King Sam, still on the search for his match at Insomnia. But tonight it's all about David and Steve. And I think Steven's respecting that by trying to steal their spotlight. But let's hear what these two have to say to Darmus' Open Challenge. It was only a matter of time before we started getting called out by the League of Gods, wasn't it, Steve? And I mean, we are the greatest tag team that ever existed after all, so it's no surprise. So what do we have to fear? But I want to ask you a question, Gods. Do you really think you're the best tag team in the world? Don't be stupid, Dave, mate. Of course they're not. We are. You guys aren't the best tag team in the world. You're not even the best tag team in your division. The Linebacks are. And do you know what happened last time we faced them? We won. And we will do the same again at Insomnia. So of course we accept your challenge, but be warned. There is no version of this where we don't win, and me and Dave will finally get what we always wanted. Both tag titles, as well as the title of the greatest tag team of all time. Well, there you have it. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. At Insomnia, we are going to see a title unification match. Oh, but look who's come out tonight. Two men who are not going to be happy about that in the slightest. It's Big Boss and Bruiser Blood, a.k.a. the Blood Brothers. Still no Theodore Adam Wright, though. Their manager has been away for quite some time now. I wonder what he's up to. I have no idea, but Blood Brothers coming out to take on the full brunt of the Wolfpack here tonight. These two have had their runnings with the Wolfpack for quite some time. And for these two, they're not going to be happy about the news that these two are going to be involved in a title unification match. And these two might not even be involved in the Insomnia at all. So now tonight, these two stepping out here to face the Wolfpack, who say challenge accepted. So we are going to see at Insomnia the Wolfpack versus the League of Gods to crown new unified tag team championships for both brands. But does that mean that the tag division is going to be unified? Does that mean that there's just going to be champions of both brands? I'm not entirely sure. But I'm assuming by the fact that they all call it a title unification match, they plan on unifying the belts, but we'll have to wait and see. But look at the size difference. It gets me every time when we see Big Boss collide in that ring. But of course, the Blood Brothers, despite their overwhelming size, have never really been able to get one up on the Wolfpack. And what a night it would be to do if they could do that here tonight. And remember, of course, this doesn't give them a spot in the match, but it will give them hope for season number 2, and it will give them a chance maybe at the tag titles afterwards, should the Wolfpack go on to win them, or maybe even if they do, if the League of Gods do capture the Fight Night tag team titles. And I'm not sure how the GM Blake Austin's going to be feeling about that. Is it going to be a case of that they're going to be on both, they're going to hold both titles and call them the unified titles? Because I know some companies that have done that in the past. Or will they unify it into one title shared between two tag divisions? A lot of questions, a lot more questions than answers. But all we know is that we're going to get a fantastic match at Insomnia. We've seen them collide with one of the most dominant tag teams on Fight Night and on Mayhem, and that of course was the Linebacks, who they said there was truly the most dominant tag team. But of course they're not backing away from the opportunity. And Big Boss here taking on Steve on the outside, but Steve's not even the legal man. Steve's stepping up for his partner, who's trying to get back to his feet and does so pretty well. Well, these two colliding here on the other side, and David just waiting and coming over. But look at this. This is not a pretty sight. Steve, Alex on one side, David and Sam on the other. Of course, Alex and Sam will be very hesitant to get involved here. And King Sam making an appearance here tonight, but keeping awfully quiet. I wonder what's going on there, the mindset coming into this. Oh, look at this. At a count of 9, David resets the count. He doesn't want to end it like this. They're trying to prove that they are the best tag team of all time, and they didn't want to end it like that. Look at this, playing to the crowd here is David and Steve. And now look at this. Big kicks to the gut. for Alex Wilson. I'm sure he's not too happy either, and he's remaining quite quiet after losing the championship just a few nights ago at Final Countdown to Max Danger, and now Max Danger's going on to main event Insomnia. What does that mean for Alex Wilson? I don't know. But right now, David and Steve are the only Wolfpack members who actually can confirm that they have a match at Insomnia. Oh, well played there by Big Boss. Just before David gets back in, makes the tag, and in comes Bruiser Brad. And look at this big drop kicks to start us off, and not something you'd expect from such a big man. But the drop kicks nonetheless. Now David trying to make the same tag to Steve to no avail. And we knew these two teams would put on a classic contest. They've been battling outside for a while. You can see the animosity between these two teams collide. And now David once again desperately trying to make the tag, but Bruiser Brad trying to stay in control. And the Wolfpack have been a brilliant team all year long, like I say. Come Resurrection, they would have had a title reign of pretty much a year, bar like the 5 days that they lost it to the Chaos Twins over their 2 reigns. It's pretty impressive. And for the Wolfpack, that's exactly what they're going to be trying to do. And of course, they could do a unification in the progress. They could be Mayhem and Fight Night Tag Champs, or they could be the first ever unified tag team champions. However, the general manager wants to play it, I guess. But right now, the general manager remained quiet. I think the general manager's just trying to keep out of Sam's line of fire, which is hence why he's still not here tonight. I know, of course, it was part of their agreement that they wouldn't come on to Fight Night for until Insomnia, but that was only if the match was on. Right now, the match is off, but yet the general manager's still staying true to the rules and regulations that they laid out for each other and crashing him into the steps. Count of 7 here. They need to be wary of the count. Is Steve going to chuck him back in? He is. Spent a lot of time on the outside here, these two, and that just shows you the animosity between these two tag teams. And now, oh, a big kick to the gut. And I thought he was lining up for a bigger one, and there it is. Stuns him onto the ropes. Oh, and now just trying to get him over that top rope, and he couldn't. Bruiser Brad with the counter. Oh, and what's Brad thinking here? Was looking at David and got distracted there. And I think he thought that Stephen had gone all the way over that rope, and he didn't. Trying to look to make the tag, couldn't do it. Now Irish Whip to the outside. And Bruiser Brad now trying to make a tag in the corner. No, he's not. Huge splash in the corner, walked over and then ran up at the last second. And now Steve's in trouble because we know what comes next. Oh, I thought maybe going for half a ton of bricks. Instead, they're just going to pummel him in the corner. Stampede of kicks. And look at the Wolfpack on the other side. They do not look impressed. Steve being beaten down there in the bottom corner, in the corner of the bloody hell, of the Blood Brothers. I'm having a terrible night tonight here, I'll tell you. And big drop kick there. And now Steve desperately trying to crawl away, desperately trying to make the tag into the cover, and it's quite clearly a rope break. And poor ring awareness there from Big Boss, but a huge spear by the Big Boss. And straight into the cover off of that. Is that going to be enough to put Steve away? 2 count. And Big Boss, a lot of power behind the alleged 600-pounder, but still not enough to keep this man down. Big Boss, a huge dude in both height, weight, and size in every single way. And right now, using that to full advantage here against Steve. Steve trying to fight out the corner, trying to avoid half a ton of bricks being crashed down on him. Big kick to the gut. Oh, look at this. I see what's coming. Oh! Went for a pedigree, but Bruiser Brad to his rescue, preventing it from occurring, and the referee did nothing to stop him. Steve rolls to the outside to take a breather. That could have been problematic there for the Blood Brothers. What a tag match we are seeing here. And I don't think we've seen a tag match like this in quite some time. And you can see the hostility between these two growing and growing, and it looks like the Blood Brothers are finally learning the secrets of how to keep these two down. Well, David and Steve have been a thorn in their side for a long time, and Alex Wilson as well. He's been a part of that problem with the Blood Brothers. But still, they still find a way. Look at this. Big kick to the gut and a DDT. And Steve and David staying in control here, or at least trying to. Alex Wilson pacing a lot on the outside, but, you know, King Sam, as usual, keeping quiet at ringside. He doesn't like to get involved in David and Steve's matches often, only if 100% necessary, because he knows that 9 times out of 10, these two can handle themselves. And that has been the case for quite some time with these two, and that's exactly why we've got used to seeing Sam very quiet on the outside. Explode a suplex. But clearly Alex Wilson not feeling as much confidence as King Sam is. Oh, look at this. Wilson and bringing back to his feet. Is Wilson going to... Oh, no, I thought maybe he was just going to toss him back in. The referee not calling disqualification there, but I guess no need to. Big counter there. It looked like it was going for a power slam there. And now Steve lining up for a super kick. Brad in trouble. He doesn't want to sit up. Big super kick to the jaw. And now Sam is pacing. He's sensing this one's coming to an end. Very, very soon to the corner. Looking for sleeping with the wolves if he can get it. Tag made. Not the usual favoured way round, but still effective. Sleeping with the wolves from the wolf pack. And straight into the cover. But look how quickly Big Boss gets into the ring. Oh, but now look at this. Trying to get rid of the Big Boss here. Steve and David. Oh, what a big kick to the gut and a DDT. And now David and Steve have Bruiser Brad all to themselves in a match that's been controlled by the Blood Brothers. But now all of a sudden they're going to have to find a way to stay in control if they can. Oh, look who's getting involved now. Alex Wilson. Wilson's getting himself involved here, and probably not what King Sam would have done, and that's exactly why he's done it. Tried to get one up there on Steve and try and take him out, but Steve read that, saw it coming. Meanwhile, on the outside, David just taking a second to re-establish his bearings here. What a chaotic tag team match we are seeing here in the first Mayhem after the pay-per-view. Oh, look at this! Now they're going to try and deal with Steve, who's not the legal man. David desperately trying to get back to his feet because the count out could be very real here. He gets back in at about the count of 8. Oh, but look at this! Bruiser Brad didn't see him just steam his way into the ring! Big knee. Beautiful work there by David. And now David going for the full thing here. Going for the full package pile driver. Couldn't do it. And now Bruiser Brad might be able to get him. Bear hug. This could be problematic. Steve's down. This could be it. The Blood Brothers to take the win. David trying to hold on in there. Steve very close. Oh, but it doesn't matter. David breaks it. David breaks the bear hug. And I don't think we've seen anyone do that. And now, turning it into a package pile driver. Oh no, he can't get him up. Can't get him up. And Bruiser Brad with the counter. Steve desperately trying to call for the tag. He's sensing his teammates in trouble. Alex Wilson being very vocal on the outside. And now, look at this Irish whip. Oh, his Irish whips him to the Wolfpack corner. Steve watching very closely here before they try anything. Irish whip to the opposite corner. Just trying to throw him off here so he can make the tag. Irish whip to the opposite corner. What is Bruiser Brad thinking here? Just whipping him back and forth. What's the game plan here? And David says enough of that. He wasn't going to let that happen. Look how happy Sam got at that on the outside. And now desperately trying to crawl and make the tag. Boss and Brad are in control. And trying to make the tag for half a ton of bricks. But once again, fighting his way out of the corner. Oh, what a strike to Big Boss. And a DDT to follow. Look at Wilson. Wilson saying time to close up shop, boys. Remember, this is a non-title encounter, but these two teams fighting like it is. Steve being tagged in now while Bruiser Brad takes a minute to recover. Steve hyping himself up here. And the crowd. This has been a great encounter as it usually is between these two sides. And now look at this. Beautiful. Beautiful work. And a sling blade taking out Big Boss. And the referee not paying any attention inside the ring. Not that it matters because he's concentrating on the legal man. Misses the super kick there. And Big Boss runs away. Didn't see Bruiser Brad, who's gone for the bear hug. Beautiful distraction by Big Boss. I don't think David's coming to his rescue. And this could be it for the Wolfpack. Bear hug again. Surely not a second escape. Oh my god. Before tonight, nobody has escaped Bruiser Brad's bear hug. And now tonight we see two people escape it. Beautiful. Dice bread and into the cover. The referee drops the chair so he can make the cover. Oh, and he nearly gets it at a 2 count. Trying to make the tag. Both sides need to. Big Boss gets it. And it doesn't look like David is ready to come back in here. The referee removing the chair now. I think he might have just dropped that on Bruiser Brad. The Blood Brothers still in firm control, but the Wolfpack showing the heart of warriors. They're not giving up for a second here. Irish whip to the corner again. Willie tagging David. What's the plan here? Just waiting for him in the corner. What's he trying to do here? Steve just watching him, and he can't afford to get caught watching. Waits for him to get back up. Oh, God. Oh, God. What a messy sequence there in the corner between those two. And now Big Boss. Irish whip. Back into that corner. It's not a good place to be. Tag is made, and in comes David again. And David and Steve work so well together, and they have done for so long. Best friends. Has been stated many times between these guys. They are Wolfpack for life. And these three, Alex Wilson, of course, has come in now. But for the Wolfpack, it has been the big three the whole way through. They've had people come and go. But for Season 1, it has been David, Steve, and Alex standing tall. And will they do that again at the end of it at Insomnia? I guess we'll have to wait and see. But right now, they might not even make it to Insomnia because they are under heavy, heavy fire here by Big Boss and Bruiser Brad. David, though, the true powerhouse, the weightlifter that he is, trying to force his way out the corner. And Big Boss having to take a minute to breathe. David just going to wait for him on the inside. What a contest has been between the Wolfpack. Alex and Sam. Well, Sam very hesitant at least to get involved, but Alex Wilson has shown no fear to get himself involved in this contest. And David just waiting for his arrival on the outside. Oh, wait, no, he isn't. He isn't waiting. He wants him back in that ring. Lifting him back up as the count resets. Oh, went for a suplex. And instead gets met with one of his own. And I would imagine that would have been difficult to lift the 600-pounder. They're finding it very difficult tonight. David in the past, though, hasn't always found that difficult. But he's definitely struggling with it here tonight. Big elbow to the face. Might be able to make a tag here just before Big Boss gets in, and he can't. Couldn't get up in time to make the tag. And look at this big takedown there with the leg. Might tag out now, though, and he does. And if the League of Gods aren't worried after this display, they should be, because what a performance has been from the Wolfpack tonight. Looking for the pedigree, and he might actually be able to get it off this time. Pedigree! Pedigree by Stephen Thomas. Straight into the cover. David there to prevent anyone from getting involved. Oh, and he didn't need to. Big Boss kicks out on his own accord. Look at Steve feeling the effects there, holding his chest. And now going high rope, top rope might be going for the Phoenix Splash. Oh, no. Begging him to get back up to his feet. Big Boss in trouble here. Big chop to the top of the head. And rolls out of harm's way. But I don't think Steven's going to let him just do that. He's trying to wrap this one up, but they keep rolling. Oh, look at this. Bruiser Brad from behind. Not letting his partner get hurt. And throws him into the table. Big Boss and Bruiser Brad. The team who formed together to make sure that to deal with a mutual threat of Daniel Robertson. And then from there, they became a dominant tag team. They've had their enemies in the past, most notably, of course, the team of Def Lordicus and Harry. Big Boss might get too busy caught in there. David gets tagged in before he can get back in. And in comes the true powerhouse of the Wolfpack. And now, look at this big takedown there of Big Boss. Big Boss might regret this now. Steve may be down, but look at this. The full force. Can he lift him up for the package? Pile driver, no! Once again, can't get him up. And David's struggling here tonight to actually get the Blood Brothers up and get this one done. But look at the crowd. They have not sat down for a bit. Well, except that one lady in the front row. She seems to be sitting down. But other than that, they're all standing up and applauding for what's been an incredible tag team encounter. And you got to imagine if the Blood Brothers had done anything like this when they faced for the tag team titles, they might have had a better shot of winning the whole things. And Big Boss was waiting for his arrival back in the ring. Big shot in the head. Tag is made. Back in comes Bruiser Brad. And it's always a classic when these two compete. But this has been one of the best that we have seen between the two. Big headbutt and just tosses David across the ring. Now David in trouble here as the bear hug's locked in again. Second time to David. Surely this time he's not escaping. The bear hug applied for the second time. And the Blood Brothers are gonna... No. No, wait, again? No freaking way. David, showing the heart of a warrior, has kicked out again of a second bear hug. And that's the third bear hug of the night. Oh, almost breaking his arm there with the arm twisting DDT. Oh, and a big strike again to the big boss. And he's not just done there. There's a DDT as well, bringing him into the ring. And he rolls too, and both Blood Brothers are down. But David not going to give up just there. He's playing chase. Meanwhile, King Sam now pacing on the outside. He wasn't at first, but this match has definitely become a lot more heated than I think he was anticipating. I'm sure he anticipated when the Wolfpack said we'll prove tonight when we take on these guys, that I'm sure he was expecting this challenge. But I guess I don't think he was expecting this big of an impact of a match. What a contest, and it still doesn't even look like neither of these sides going to stop. Steve desperately calling for the tag, but Bruiser Brad backing in time to stop it. You got to think one more bear hug will do the trick. Maybe half a ton of bricks if they can get it. And they might just do it here. This could be the end here for David. Surely, this time, a combined 1,200 pounds dropped onto David. Half a ton of bricks. Oh, but look at this. The referee distracted by Alex. And Steve gets back in the ring, Sling Blade, taking out the legal man. And I think this is getting problematic here at ringside, especially with Alex getting involved. And the big bonsai drop, I just saw it. And he wasn't even the legal man, but he drops the bonsai drop. Both men are down. Both Big Boss and David are down. And David might be down and out for the count if Big Boss can get back in and make the count himself. But what a grueling match. Both these two desperately trying to get back to her feet. It looks like David might just get back up first. How is David still going? Half a ton of bricks, 2 bear hugs, and a standing bonsai drop. Crazy. And look at this. He leaves the ring. Leaves the ring as Big Boss gets back in. Oh, and tried to sneak up on Bruiser Brad there. It didn't work out in his favor. And now down again on the outside. David is taking one hell of a punishment. And maybe they have bitten off more than they can chew. The Blood Brothers, of course, are well rested. Haven't competed in a while, so they are completely fresh. But look at this. Oh, God. And right now, David trying to take on both of them here, and he's doing a great job of it. And they're trying to stop him. And Sam, you can see, desperately wants to get involved, desperately wants to do something, but just not being allowed to. Now these two working together to deliver the punishment onto the table, and these two using the size advantage and the numbers advantage as well, something that the Wolfpack not used to receiving, more used to giving to other people. And Steve calling for the tag, but David still fighting on somehow. Gets up, now makes the tag. Back in comes Steven. And what can Steve now do to try and even the odds? Because the Blood Brothers just won't go down. They won't stay down. Once again, Alex Wilson getting involved as Steven rolls. And how long before Alex gets himself ejected here? The referee too busy making the count to even notice. But Alex Wilson staring down at the Blood Brother. That is Big Boss, who lands a massive strike to the jaw of David. And I don't think we're going to see the end of this match. This has been one hell of a chaotic match. These two teams are ripping each other apart. And I don't think they're going to stop until one team is completely out unconscious. Never mind, out for the 3 count. And now look at this, Big Boss once again attacking the non-legal man here. Steve coming around to try and save his partner. Is he going to be able to get there? Yes, he is. Oh, but it doesn't matter. Big Boss there saw it coming. Big counter. What a grueling tag team match this has been. David and Big Boss, the legal man. Steve and Big Boss, excuse me, the legal men. Just battling it out, trying to get this one done. But only one of them will walk out the winner. But maybe one of them will walk out the winner. I don't see this one coming to an end right now. Just once again rolls to the outside to take a breather. Steve playing to the crowd, almost to say it's okay, we got this. And that's the spirit of the Fight Night Tag Team Champions. They love to entertain the crowd, and they're definitely doing that here tonight, putting on a fantastic tag team encounter. And right as we are coming close to Insomnia, they are showing no signs of slowing down, no signs of not putting on an entertaining performance for their fans. And there is a bunch of them in the comment section. Everywhere I go into that comment section, I see hashtag Wolfpack for life, hashtag King Sam, or something like that. A lot of support for King Sam and the Wolfpack. And the Blood Brothers, not fans of them at all. And if that hasn't been obvious from tonight's battle, then it is not going to be obvious at all. Steve rolls out of harm's way again. And now look at this, taking it out on David. Remember, David not the legal man, but Big Boss seems only interested in dealing with David right now. And now look at this, hyping up here. Oh, and a big crash into the corner. David in trouble now as Big Boss and Bruiser Brad dealing with him here. However they can see fit. Look at this. Hanging him in the air for so long. David. That must absolutely hate. That must absolutely hurt, I meant to say, when they hit the ground and Steve's back up at the count of 7. At what point do you think they just got to call this one? Because these two killing each other. Oh my god. Look at the way David landed. I think the dude just broke his neck. I think David is dead. David might actually be dead. Oh god. And now, oh god. Look at this, both of them down. To both of them. Half a ton of bricks on David and Steve. Surely they're not kicking out from this. Surely there's no way back for them. What? How? Steven kicks again. And there's just no way. How on earth is Steven still going? That would have been the best ending to a match I think I've seen in quite some time. A double. Half a ton of bricks to both David and Steve. But still the Fight Night Tag Team Champions don't go down. Still, they are moving forward. What a contest. And we, of course, haven't even reached the main event, which is going to be a preview of Insomnia main event as Peter Bolton takes on Max Danger in a non-title match. Oh, look at this. Steve, look at the flying. Beautiful suicide dive over the top rope. What a battle. These two putting everything into it. Chance of this is awesome from the crowd, and it truly has been awesome. One of the best tag team encounters I think we've seen since Final Conflict. And still we are no closer to deciding a winner here. Look at this, David and Steve absolutely exhausted, absolutely shattered. But they're definitely getting their point across tonight that there is no better tag team in the entire of the tag team divisions than the Wolfpack. That's the message they're trying to get across. And right now doing a great job of it. But Bruiser Brad has other ideas. And look at this. Alex Wilson getting involved again. And King Sam seems to have gone here. Where is King Sam where all this is going on? I don't see King Sam in shot. Did he get ejected? I didn't see him. King Sam hasn't even got involved in this match. I can't imagine he got ejected. Oh, there he is. Just hovering on the other side. Bruiser Brad trying to deal with him on the outside. And Steven might be staying down for the count, you know, because I don't see him getting up again. And once again, Bruiser Brad takes out David. What a heated encounter. Brad resets the count straight as Steven gets back into the ring as well. Steve waiting for him to get back as well. Perfect timing here for Steven. And he's going to take full advantage of it. Wraps him up. Super kick. Super kick. And the crowd go nuts. They're sensing maybe the end is near. Maybe Steve's got him now. Steve punches to the back. Heavy shots. And now calling for the end. But look at this. He rolls out of harm's way. Perfect decision there by Bruiser Brad. That should have been the ending. And the Wolfpack putting on a war. This match has had everything that you could have asked for in a tag match and more. The referee's count is rising and trying to stop the count from rising here is Steve. He wants to do this his way. Oh, look at this. Big hug. And the referee was in his way for too long. This is surely it. This is surely it. Steve has to tap, and he does. And I think the Wolfpack just gets screwed out there by the referee. And the Blood Brothers win. The referee got in his way. And what a terrible way to end a classic tag team contest. What a win for the Blood Brothers. Though, look at this, they're still not done. Laying down more and more damage to a team that they've already torn in half in this battle. Will the Blood Brothers get a huge win in what has been their best tag team match I think I've ever seen from them? And the Blood Brothers just absolutely obliterate them after this battle. And Big Boss and Bruiser Brad get the job done here tonight. What a battle for them. Well, I think they have just made the job for the League of Gods even easier. But what a tag team encounter. One of the best tag matches I think we've seen in quite some time. But it's now time to move on down the rest of the card. Well, this has been an absolutely incredible night of action, and we are now here at the main event, which is a sneak preview of what to expect when the World Heavyweight Championship is put on the line at the main event of Insomnia. Max Danger goes one-on-one with the ace, Peter Bolton, tonight, here to conclude what has been a fantastic show. From start to minutes, we've had crazy matches, brawls, we've had absolutely everything you can think of. And what a match, what a night it's been. And here he comes, holding a familiar title around his waist. He's now a two-time WIW Heavyweight Champion of the World, Max Danger. After going through what was another war at Final Countdown with Alex Wilson, he came out on top. And remember, Alex Wilson is not allowed a rematch clause. Only one of them could go on to face Peter Bolton at the main event of Insomnia. And it's the man, the youngest man of the Danger family, Max, that has stepped up to the task and got the job done here tonight. But can the son of the legendary Chris Danger continue to cement his own legacy here in WIW by walking out the winner tonight against his opponent at the pay-per-view? He's got a tough task because the ace has just come off a huge win against King Sam, no less. Yes, there was some interruptions, but there was interruptions on both sides. You can't say that either one of them didn't deserve it, because they both deserved to walk out the winner. What was an amazing match, and the crowd are hyped up. After seeing a brilliant tag match, we now get to see a preview of the main event, and out comes the ace, Peter Bolton, the man who has worked so hard to get here, to get his first championship opportunity, and finally he comes full circle. He's already had two opportunities against Max Danger in the past for the World Heavyweight Championship, but at Insomnia it will be his third chance, and it could be his final chance to slay Max Danger, the man he's been trying to overthrow for so long now. But can the ace finally do what he's been trying to do for such a long time and dethrone Max Danger? Well, here we go. These two are going to shake hands, sign of respect, as they know they're going to main event Insomnia, and that this is going to be one hell of a contest. Bell rings, and away we go. I didn't expect to see a sign of respect between these two to start this one off. Well, these two have had to work together for quite a few weeks now to deal with the threat of the Wolfpack, who have been right on their heels. And of course, come Insomnia, these two will collide. And the ace, Peter Bolton, has earned all the respect in the world after his incredible encounter with King Sam at Final Countdown. It took 4 aces in the hole to keep King Sam down, but in the end there was only one winner, and that was the ace. And now the ace needs to carry that momentum here tonight, and what a win it would be should he dethrone the World Heavyweight Champion in Max Danger right before their clash at the pay-per-view. Now Irish whip to the outside. No, Max Danger with the counter. Max Danger, a natural high flyer, and going to use that hit to his advantage here tonight. An early back and forth between these two, and we'll see how this one progresses. Max Danger with a big strike. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, Sam, what's Sam doing? Sam ends the match there. What the hell is he doing out here? well, I guess King Sam wanting to send more messages to the general manager. He's just ruined his big main event that was planned for tonight. He's taken out both Peter Bolton and Max Danger. And now what's he doing? Oh, look at this. Max Danger fighting back, though. And I think King Sam was signaling for the rest of the Wolfpack to rush to his rescue, and he has! And now look at him out here, rushing the World Heavyweight Champion. And there is nothing he can do. King Sam sending a strong message to the general manager by cancelling his big main event plans. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is all the action of wrestling for tonight. Unfortunately, though, there's one more thing that I've got to do first. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Darren Jacobs, and as you know by now, at Final Countdown pay-per-view, I overstepped. I crossed the line and I got involved in a match and I shouldn't have done. So Cashman, I ask that you come out here please, so that I can give you a formal apology. This better be the best apology of your life. Because of you, I lost my television championship. Do you know how hard I had to fight to get that? How much I had to do to get that title out of that fat bastard's hands? Do you? Of course not. Because you've never had to work hard at anything in your entire life. You sit there all day long and trip on your words while I work my arse off week in and week out. So I'm waiting, Jacobs, and this better be good. Look, I know what I did was wrong. I let my personal feelings towards you get the better of me, and when I saw you jump Big Willie like that, I just couldn't help myself. What I did was unacceptable, and I am truly I'm truly... Do you know what? Fuck this.